You've pictured it 1,000 times. You've closed your eyes, felt the emotion, imagined the outcome. You've tasted the future before it even arrived. You've whispered your intentions into the silence. And yet, here you are, still waiting, still wondering why nothing has truly shifted. Or maybe you've seen tiny ripples, a sign here, a brief sense of movement there. But then, the same thoughts return, the same habits, the same version of you, quietly circling the same loop. If you've ever felt like your vision is powerful, but your reality isn't reflecting it, there's a reason. Visualization isn't enough, not on its own, because it's not just about what you see with your eyes closed. It's about what you radiate with your eyes open. The field doesn't respond to desire. It responds to frequency. There's a vast difference between imagining a better future and broadcasting it, between dreaming about change and becoming the change. And that difference isn't subtle. It's energetic. It's vibrational. It's everything. The universe isn't listening to your words. It's not grading your vision board. It doesn't weigh your affirmations or track how many times you've let go. It listens to what you are. It mirrors your state. It reflects your signal. Not the one you conjure during meditation, the one you carry in your nervous system, in your breath, in the way you respond when life doesn't go your way. This is where most people get stuck. They try to manifest from the neck up, from thought alone, while the body is still stuck in survival mode, while the heart still signals fear, while the choices they make contradict the life they say they want. The result, mixed signals, and a quantum field that doesn't know what to do with them. Manifestation doesn't require more effort. It requires more coherence. When your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors all say the same thing, your frequency becomes clear, magnetic, stable. And the field, it responds not because it's impressed, but because it's matched. This isn't about forcing. This is about aligning. And alignment doesn't come from asking harder. It comes from becoming quieter. It comes from stopping the chase and realizing your dream life was never far away. It was always just on a different frequency. So how do you find that frequency? You begin to embody the energy of already mine. You stop living in the space of someday. You stop treating your dreams as visitors and start treating them like home. You breathe like someone who's arrived. You walk like someone who knows. You speak like someone who trusts their voice. Because identity isn't something you wait for. It's something you practice. You don't fake it. You familiarize yourself with it. Yes, at first it might feel strange. It might feel like you're lying to yourself, but that's only because your nervous system hasn't caught up to your truth. The frequency you're stepping into isn't foreign to your soul. It's just unfamiliar to your body. This is the heart of real manifestation. It's not about pretending to be something you're not. It's about remembering what you've always been and giving your body permission to finally catch up. Every day, you have a choice to keep feeding the frequency of not yet, or to begin nurturing the vibration of already here. Not because the external has changed, but because you have. Want to know the real secret? You don't manifest from your mind. You manifest from your state, your posture, your tone, your boundaries, your inner dialogue when no one's watching. This is not about looking fortunate. It's about embodying certainty. Not a loud, forced kind of certainty, but a quiet, calm knowing, the kind that doesn't beg, doesn't rush, doesn't obsess over signs, because it knows the signal has already been sent. You don't need to convince the universe. You need to calibrate to the version of you that already lives the life you desire. This is where the shift begins. You no longer live as someone trying to get abundance. You begin living as someone who is abundance. You don't wait to feel loved. You choose to feel lovable now. You don't react to lack. You lead with enoughness. You become the source, not the seeker. So if you're asking, how can I live in that frequency when nothing has changed? You lead with your energy, not your circumstances. You stop waiting for external evidence. You become the evidence. You live as if it's done, not to trick the universe, but to anchor your truth. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to be consistent. Because when you choose that frequency again and again, your nervous system adapts. Your default state begins to change until the old identity, the one rooted in doubt, in delay, in proving, starts to fade. Not because you forced it out, but because it no longer matches who you are. You see, coherence is a choice you make every moment. To align your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors with the life you say you want. And every time you make that choice, no matter how small, the field responds. You're not here to chase a new reality. You're here to stabilize the one that's already orbiting you, not by asking for it, but by embodying it. Because in the quantum field, energy leads and matter follows. So ask yourself, if I were already living the life I desire, how would I speak today? How would I hold myself? What choices would I make without hesitation? Would I shrink to fit old rooms? Would I wait for permission? Would I apologize for taking up space? Or would I own it fully, not because I need proof, but because I am proof? This is not a performance. It's a return. You're not faking confidence. You're reclaiming coherence. And that coherence becomes your compass. In a world that teaches you to wait, to earn, to deserve, you are remembering the truth. You are the signal. You are the shift. You are the manifestation. So today, speak one word from alignment. Make one choice from already having. Move 1 inch closer to your future self. Not in concept, but in embodiment. And then again tomorrow. And the next day, until you forget what it felt like to live in separation from the life you were born to create. This isn't about becoming something more. It's about releasing everything that told you you weren't already enough. You don't need a louder voice. You need a steadier signal. And the world will catch up. Because it must. You are no longer chasing your dream. You're becoming the person who naturally attracts it. And that changes everything.